Hi everyone, it's Kareem Mays. Now, after some minor hiccups, I am back on YouTube and I'm looking forward to giving you guys some amazing and enlightening content. So, I know I did a video on the Dr. Joe Dispenza breath tutorial. Unfortunately, that video did get taken down due to some third-party infringements and issues, but not to worry, we're making a new and even better video with some minor changes. So guys, sit back, relax, enjoy, and watch this new video. And be sure, if you enjoy this video, to drop me a like, subscribe for more videos like these, and hit the notification bell to get notified when I do the video. Also, if you have any questions, concerns, ideas, or thoughts, I would love to hear from you. So please, leave them in the comments below.
So as you sit up straight and open up this channel to the brain, in one slow, steady breath, as you inhale, you're going to lift those muscles, perineum front and back, up at the same time. So as you inhale now, you're pulling that energy and contracting these muscles, and you're locking that first center down, and you're squeezing. And you're milking this energy out of there. So it goes first center, then you follow your breath into the second center, and as you follow your breath into the second center, now you lock this one down. And the way you lock it down is you pull in your belly button close to your spine. You pull it in. So then inhale, first center, then you pull in the second center. You're still following your breath slowly and steadily, and then you pull it up into your upper abdomen, and you're locking down the center here. Now you're squeezing all three of these lower centers, and when you squeeze these muscles, you begin to push that cerebral spinal fluid up. You follow your breath up into your chest, shoulders down. You follow it through your throat, straighten your spine. You follow it all the way up to the top of your head. Now, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So you want that energy to move right to the top of your head. So then as you inhale, you bring that energy all the way up to the top. You keep following your breath. You lock all the way to the top. When you get to the top, now you hold your breath. And when you hold your breath, you contract those intrinsic muscles, and you begin to lift those muscles up, and you begin to compress those muscles, and you begin to push that cerebral spinal fluid up into your brain. So then, why do I ask you to inhale and hold your breath? Now, this isn't inhaling and turning purple and pushing. If you're doing that, you're doing it wrong. It's a slow, steady breath, and you follow that breath all the way to the top, either to the top of your head, or you put your awareness on where that pineal gland is between the back of your throat and the back of your head. Now, when you inhale, that inhalation is very slow and very steady. It's not a big inhalation and pushing. It's a slow, steady breath, and you're contracting these muscles and coordinating it, and you're following your breath all the way to the top of your head. And when you get to the top of your head, I'm going to ask you to inhale a little bit more, and as you pull up, you're going to lock these muscles down even further, and you're lifting them up. Once you lift them up and you have your attention either on the top of your head or the space that your pineal gland occupies in space, I'm going to ask you to lock those muscles down and pump, squeeze, or push. And I want you to push that fluid up into your brain by squeezing the muscles, not by holding your breath harder, but by squeezing those muscles. And I want you to begin to pump that fluid and begin to compress up against your pineal gland. A few last points. When you do this breath, you have to demonstrate a will that's greater than any program. You have to find a level of intensity or a level of passion that's greater than the body as the mind or any addiction to any emotion. You have to be inspired, inspiration, the movement of energy. Next, it's important for you to keep practicing. Many people, they do it once or twice and they say, nothing happened, I'm going to give up. But my question is, how long have you been thinking and feeling in these loops, and what is it going to take to begin to disturb that energy? So you begin to shake it loose, and once it shakes loose and that sympathetic nervous system switches on, it's a moving freight train, it's a moving locomotive, and that energy is very intense. And for some people, their body will do unusual things. That's information trying to be integrated into it. Don't be afraid of it. Just surrender into it. If your body does weird things, more than likely that's energy moving to your brain. If you have a lapse of consciousness, or you all of a sudden find yourself on the ground, that's energy moving into your brain. It's happened to me numerous times. It's a sign that you're getting close, or at least doing it correctly. We use the breath many times before we start our disciplines. Why? Because once this energy starts to move, and a movement of that energy, once it reaches the brain, is going to create a positive charge in the head and a negative charge at the base of the spine. And once it reaches the brain, now you're going to have an invisible electromagnetic field surrounding your body. And now your body is a magnet, and now you've liberated that energy that's been stored in there. That creative energy is now liberated for you to begin to create a new life, to heal your body, to have a mystical experience, whatever your desire is. So be kind to yourself and practice it methodically and slowly. And if you keep practicing it, just like any skill, it'll get easier and easier. Good luck.
So I hope you're feeling relaxed, more centered, and just feeling calm and at peace after doing this breathing technique. Now, I want to urge that you practice this Joe Dispenza breathing technique every day on a daily basis so you can really integrate it as part of your routine. Now, you don't have to start the full 30 minutes. Don't feel pressure. Just like working out, you don't start with the heaviest weights. Build up your endurance. Feel free to start at 5 to 10 minutes and then work your way up, just like you would with a normal workout. And that way you can ease gradually into doing it, and it doesn't feel like pressured or something that you have to do. Now, a lot of people have asked me, and I've commented and said, hey, will I experience anything different? Or they've reported, hey, something's happening to me while I'm doing these meditations with my body. Am I okay? Should I be worried? And it's nothing to worry about, but be sure to check out my video, Why Does My Body Do This While Meditating? So it can answer all of your questions and put you at ease. Another great question I've got is also, can I incorporate the Wim Hof breath technique before this? And I say absolutely. Not only do I say absolutely, but I highly recommend it. The Wim Hof technique is very, very useful for a number of reasons. One is that it helps you start learning how to hold your breath so you can start to build endurance. The main point of this Joe Dispenza breath is to relax you, make you more centered. You don't want to feel like you can't breathe, or you're about to die, or asphyxiating. And Wim Hof does an amazing technique that can help you start easing into this if you want to warm up. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the Wim Hof technique, let's get into it. The Wim Hof technique is very useful, and I'm going to break it down here. What you want to do is 30 to 50 repetitions of quick, deep breaths and then short exhales. Why is that? Because it's going to help regulate your breathing. It's going to get your breathing into a rhythm, as he says. And then on the last breath, the key is you want to hold it in for maybe about a minute. If you can't do a minute, you can easily work up to that. And then you just want to breathe normally. I'm going to go through a few repetitions. Please feel free to follow along. I'm going to show you how to do this technique now that we've summarized it. So, in, out. From the belly to the chest. Let's build that rhythm. In, out. From the belly to the chest. Now we're going to hold our breath for about a minute. And just let that go. So I hope that gives you an idea of how to do it. He has a very good instructional video, but the point of this is to start easing you into the Dr. Joe Dispenza technique. But the Wim Hof has some amazing results with it as well. It's going to help with your endurance, especially if you're doing something with cardiovascular or working out. It's great for promoting mental clarity, better sleep, and another plethora of reasons. This is really, really just an amazing thing to do. It's good for your health, good for your body, and it's really going to help you feel really good for this Dr. Joe Dispenza breath technique. So guys, thank you so much for sticking with me. I would love to know how you're doing with the Dr. Joe breath technique. Are you having any issues, any difficulties, any comments, any questions? I would love to hear them down below. How's the experience working for you? And one thing I want to mention is, don't feel discouraged if you don't have a spiritual experience, if, the first time it doesn't work exactly how you thought. The best part about it is even Dr. Joe Dispenza, when practicing this, didn't get that spiritual, that oneness experience the first time he did it. It took practice, and it all takes practice. So keep doing it at your own pace, keep having fun with it, and keep enjoying that feeling of oneness. And it will come to you in time. Just gradually, as I said before in the video, practice it. Maybe start 5 minutes a day and work yourself up to 30 minutes a day. So that's the video, guys. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch it. Please be sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button and leave me a comment below letting me know your experience with this. I'm looking forward to hearing from you, and thank you so much. Have an amazing day.